And so I'll talk a little bit about this, but then we'll get into principles of the project, which really lays this whole outline out a little bit better. So the goal of the outline really is the idea here, and this is a 2-week assignment, so note that, so we have 2 weeks to work on the outline, and that's because it's by far the biggest assignment. I mean, other than the project plan or presentation, but honestly, I feel like if the outline is solid and in place, then really the final project plan can just sort of be pieced together, sort of falls into place, and then yeah, maybe you have some polishing to do on the final project, either presentation or the project plan report. But getting the outline squared away will go a long way into just sort of letting everything unfold. The idea here would be you'd set up your outline and you can go back and sort of find everything that we've talked about throughout the semester and sort of fill in the read between or write between the lines sort of per se. So the project outline is the foundation, the frame, and guide for development of the UAS project plan. All right, so the more time you spend on the outline details, the easier and more effective the project plan is likely to be. So there are 4 main project areas. So basically these are the main areas of your project outline. So we have basically the project definition, the project issue, problem statement, and objectives. That's what you turned in last night. So that's the first part of the outline. So guess what? You guys already have that done. The second part is UAS components and equipment, and we talked about that on Monday, and I'll have some more guidance about what a little bit more detailed guidance about what goes in to that part. Then we'll have the operations plan, which the operations plan talks about how do we use our components and equipment to answer our objectives. And then we'll have the post-mission aspect of the project. We'll talk a bit more. We'll talk a bit more about that too today. So the outline is an expansion of each of these main areas, right? So we can start our outline with 4 bullets and then sort of everything else fits within there. Like I said, the idea behind the UAS project plan or the project outline is that it provides us a framework for figuring out, for organizing every minute detail that would go into our UAS project. Right, so that's really all I have for the assignment, and then I provide an example outline here right in the assignment. All right, so little example of an issue, problem, and objectives, the components, the operations plans, very detailed, and I can talk a little bit more. We'll see. What I'm going to do here is, so there's the assignment. Now we'll flip over and we'll talk about principles of the project and look at the project plan as a whole and look at the operations plan outline. And then we'll come back and I'll work through this example sort of at the end of our meeting today.